Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be looking at Exodus Transcribe, and I want to go over a couple of things with Exodus Transcribe. Now when you first get started, you can go ahead and click sign in and register, and you'll be able to register for a free account with no credit card required. Once you are in there, you get your free account, you will get like a 2-day trial, which will show up here. And after that 2 days, you can decide if you still want to keep the product or, pay for it. But a couple of things. Everything seems very simplified in this app, but what I do want to say is that it's there's a lot going on and it's fairly complex in the background as to what's happening. Here you can, the first feature I want to talk about is just the audio page. So this is kind of the audio page here. You can record live audio here. And once you're recording your audio, it's going to live process that audio and then transcribe it for you. Now you can do this up to 60 minutes at a time and then restart it and then have multiple arrays of recordings that you've done and then those be transcribed. Let me see if this is going to work since my mic is, yeah, there you go. So it did work. Once you've done your recording, it's going to be right here. You can click it. And as you can see, it says record live audio. Once you're recording, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. Here, you can actually take a pre-recorded file. So let's say if you've got like a 2-hour Zoom file, you would take that file from here and you would upload it, and it's going to process that audio. Then it's going to transcribe it through the AI. And then it's going to end up something like this. Now, if it's fairly long, and like let's say extremely long, and it doesn't fit this context window, don't worry about it because this is just kind of a preview. You would click generate here, and then it would summarize that long window. And then you can also actually just download the PDF if you wanted to right there. The next part is going to be this YouTube link, and you would basically, the main function here for me was that I really hated when you would go to like a YouTube video and you wouldn't be able to like not just get the audio, but the other issue is like you'd not be able to get the transcription for that YouTube. So let's say if it was like an important subject, you really enjoyed it, but you kind of wanted it to like be summarized. And that's the idea here, is that it's going to summarize that YouTube video. And sometimes it will have like an error, but like, you want to just click process again if it does errors out like that. So once it actually grabs that link, it's going to then process first the audio. So it's going to convert it to audio. Once that audio is processed, then it's going to go ahead and transcribe it. And here you go. As you can see, it's the full amount of the audio. You would just click, let's say, download PDF. You can download it, and you've got the YouTube PDF right there. And then you've got all these things that you've worked on. Now, currently, we don't save this data. We will be doing that in the future, but right now we don't save these transcriptions for you with days and stuff, and we will be doing that, but currently we don't. So let's go to the next part of what you do once you've gotten this PDF uploaded. Let's say you had a 2-hour session here, you had an important lecture you wanted to do here, and you've gotten all that transcribed. What do you do with it next? Well, let's take it to the PDF analysis. So at this point, you're going to analyze that information. So let me go ahead and go to the downloads, and here is the file. We want to take this file, so let me copy this over real quick, and I'm going to go to let's see here. We're going to go right to the PDF. And we're going to get this YouTube video that we just generated. There's the PDF right there. Now, let's say I wanted to say, hey, what is this about? So we do have a built-in AI here. This is a real AI. It's not just like a little dummy chat bot. It is an actual AI large language model a very expensive model that is linked to this PDF, because we want you to be able to have full functionality on large documents. So let me go ahead and ask it a question. What is this about? And I can be very general. It doesn't have to be, and as you can see, this document is a transcription of a YouTube video discussing tragic incident in Virginia where a homeowner, Tyler Chase Butler, shot, killed, so on and so forth. So it does have a fairly good. Now, if it was a large document, you would do a large document summary, and it would give you a better summary, which is AI is more tailored. This whole section right here is completely separate. This section is completely separate. This is a separate AI, which is going to just process those documents the way a large language model would be, that would be specialized for just documentation. And down here, this is more a question and answer. You can get more details. What were the, like, let me do this. What were the parties involved? So let's do that. And it's going to go, victim, so on and so forth. So you get the idea that it can really make your work a lot easier if you are processing documents, if you are doing it for school or research or whatever you're using the tool for. It can be very handy, and it does make it a lot, especially for a large document. It does help you to digest a large amount of that easy. Now, nothing will be complete with your personal AI, and we do have that in here as well. Now, this is, again, a large language model. It is an industry standard model that we're using. And again, you can ask it anything you would like you would normal AI. So let's see. I'm not even gonna ask it a question. I'm just gonna type that in, because if it's a large language model, it should be able to answer me based on what it's doing here. So it looks like you're referencing Albert Einstein's famous equation, and it just goes through that. Now you can ask it real questions. You can ask it whatever you'd like. You can upload the PDF here as well. You can upload it here. And it will, again, the similar analysis will come up here. It has the PDF, and then you can ask it questions just like you would before. So it does have the same functionality, as you can see. It has the same functionality built in here, where it would go through that PDF and give you information on it, so on and so forth. One of the unique things about this AI, and this is, again, we're not using like an AI that is like DeepSeek. We're not using any of that. Your information is very, very secure. We are using a very expensive model, but you can, with this, let me just refresh the screen here. You can actually, the other thing we've done is that if you are, this is just to demonstrate, if you wanted to talk in another language, so for instance, we do have Thai set up right now, and if I wanted to ask it a question, and I can ask a question like, what is the weather like? And it's going to, at this point, take that English comment, and it's going to then turn around and answer me in Thai. It's going to have a conversational Thai, which it's trained on, and that's the first language we're supporting, but more to come later. But right now, what I wanted to kind of demonstrate is that it can contextually understand and communicate with you in another language. So this is not like just a small in-house model. It is a large model. We are paying for the best, and we want you to have the best. Now let's talk a little bit about the pricing of this. So it's about a lot of AI out there, and they're charging a lot of money for it, and they're not offering you a lot of the different tools that are in here. I know a lot of people that would just love the YouTube tool, just this alone. People would love to have just this tool. We do include the audio upload. We include the YouTube tool. We do include a full-fledged AI that you can ask and have full questions about. You can upload documents, and we will be actually rolling out where it'll be fully functional with image and all that. That's already pretty much done. We just haven't rolled it out yet. And as far as like the PDF functionality, that's really unique because it's all on one site, and you can really kind of summarize it and use AI to get everything fine-tuned the way you would want in your workflow. So we do offer all of those things, and our price is about $5, a little bit over $5 a month. And all of the services as of right now are pretty much unlimited use. There's no restrictions on it. There's no, any kind of hindrances where your context window is too small. We will eventually have some kind of restriction on just the AI itself, which is just this part right here, if it's overutilized. But as far as the audio and the PDFs, we really don't have any limitations. Anyway, so hopefully that tells you a little bit about Exodus Transcribe, what it's about, how it works, what the functionality is. Love for you to just try out, the site, 2 days free, and love to get your input on what you think and what you think about the whole app. Anyway, thank you for watching. Appreciate it.